So in this video, we're going to have a look at some more difficult examples of surd equations. So if we see here for the first example, we've root x plus 5. So we recognize here we have a square root and that we'll need to square out both sides. That's fine. But this plus 1 here is a little bit awkward. So easiest thing for us to do is to move it over and become minus 1. Now we can square both sides. So the square and the root will cancel. We get x plus 5 is equal to, and we're going to write out the right hand side twice. Left side stays as is. We get x squared minus x plus 1. So on the right hand side we have a quadratic. What we're going to do is take everything on the left, move it over. Plus x becomes minus x, plus 5 becomes minus 5. So we get x squared minus 3x minus 4, and we'll just change the order we're writing it in. So for this one here, we could go for minus b formula if we wanted, but guide method here is pretty straightforward. So we're looking for factors of 4, so that's 1 by 4 and 2 by 2. The minus sign here tells me they need to have different signs, and I need to end up with minus 3. Well, we know 2 and 2 won't work, so we have minus 4 plus 1. So that's x squared plus x minus 4x minus 4 equals 0. Factorized by grouping x times x plus 1 minus 4 times x plus 1. First bracket and second bracket always have to be identical. It's equal to 0. So x minus 4 times x plus 1 equals 0. X minus 4 equals 0, or x plus 1 equals 0. So we get x equals 4, or x equals minus 1. We have two answers. We know from the previous video that we always check both answers and make sure they work. So it's the root of x plus 5 plus 1 is equal to x. In this case will equal 4. So just a good habit from a point of view of signs or maybe multiplication, anything like that. Whatever number you're subbing in to verify, always include brackets. So left hand side we can just put straight into the calculator. No need to simplify. So root of 4 plus 5 will give me 3 plus 1 gives me 4. Left side is 4. Right side equals 4. So that's all okay. And then here we have minus 1 plus 5 under the root. Plus 1 is going to equal minus 1 into the calculator for the left side. Root of minus 1 plus 5 plus 1 gives me 3 equals minus 1. That doesn't work, so we reject that one. So at the end now we just have one answer and we get x is equal to 4. So there's a good example of why it's always important to verify your answers. Sometimes we can have two answers that work, like we did in our previous video for x equals 1. But again, like we see here, it's possible to have an answer that we reject. Okay, so I'll have a look at this second example. So we have two square roots, so I'm going to take this one here and move it. Root of 5x plus 1 is equal to 6 minus root x plus 1. Square both sides. So left side here, the square cancels out and we get 5x plus 1. It's going to equal this bracket here. We'll write it out twice. And we could even take maybe another step, or else just go straight to this step where we split the brackets. Okay, so left side stays as is. We get 36 minus 6 root x plus 1. Same again, minus 6 root x plus 1. Here we have minus by minus gives me plus. And we get root x plus 1 by root x plus 1. So we're squaring it effectively. The roots will cancel. 5x plus 1 is equal to 36. Minus 6 times this minus 6 times this will give me minus 12. Root x plus 1. So this would be like if we had, say, minus 6y minus 6y, we'd say it's minus 12y. We just have something a little bit different here. And then we know already the root by itself, the roots will cancel. And we're left with plus x plus 1. So 36 plus 1 plus x minus 12 times root x plus 1. Do some rearranging. These two terms will move to the left. 5x minus x plus 1 minus 37 equals minus 12 root x plus 1. 4x minus 36 equals minus 12 root x plus 1. We have a root here we want to get rid of. So again, we'll square both sides. One thing to be careful of, so if we have a look at, we'll deal with the left side first. So we get 4x minus 36 times 4x minus 36 is equal to, so the square and the root will cancel, but just be careful, you still have to square out minus 12. So minus 12 by minus 12 will give me plus 144. The root cancels and I'm left with x plus 1 there. So if there's ever a number in front here, always square out that number also, and just keep an eye on your sign. Okay, so here we get 16x squared. 4 by 36 gives me 144, so minus 144x, and same again. And then 36 squared, minus by minus gives me a plus. 1296 is equal to 144x plus 144. We get 16x squared minus 288x. We'll bring everything to the one side. Okay, and then just to tidy up, okay, so for this one here, we go straight into minus b. So minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So we get x equals 24 for the positive, and then for our negative, we have x equals 3. And we know by now that we need to check both answers. So we have x equals 3 and x equals 24. And we're subbing into the original equation, so that's root of 5 times x plus 1 plus root of x plus 1 has to equal 6. And again, just brackets when we're subbing in. All of the left side we put into the calculator. So 5 times 3 plus 1 come out of the root, open a new root, 3 plus 1. So left side gives me 6 is equal to 6. And now we test 24. Again, all into the calculator. 5 times 24 plus 1 under the root, come out of the root, plus, open a new root. 24 plus 1 gives me back 16. We get 16 is equal to 6, which isn't the case, so we reject. So we have only one correct answer, and that's x equals 3. Okay, so there's that example for a more difficult surd equation, and 2 examples there, and that's us done.